Renowned archaeologist Dr. Annabelle Ford, recognized for discovering the ancient city of El Pilar, has been working closely with Maya forest gardeners in the Cayo district since the mid-80s. Her studies and research over the past 3 decades have yielded a publication titled Maya Forest Garden: Archaeology Under the Canopy. The book pays homage to the spirit of Belize's horticulturalists.
This is, for me, such an important moment. I've wanted to honor the traditional Maya and show how their system works from the past and can work to the future. So I want to explore solutions past, and this Master Forest Gardeners are an integral part of a collaboration that I have done in my research to show that the ancient Maya settlement shows that the Melpa cycle and the forest were at one.
Alfonso Zul, a resident of San Ignacio, has been involved with the making of Dr. Ford's latest creation. As an agronomist, his wealth of knowledge proves invaluable to the overall effort.
My greatest role in this project is to share my experience as a farmer, as a professional one for that matter. I worked 30 years for the government of Belize. I acquired a lot of experience, and today I am still a practicing farmer to some extent. So anybody willing to share, to know something about agriculture, they come to me, and I do so. And this is what I share with Annabelle Ford, and so my contribution is a voluntary contribution of my knowledge so that others can benefit the way I have benefited.
Interpreting the traditional views of the ancient Maya through careful study of common human aspects of this highly developed society and shedding light on sustainable farming practices have been at the center of Dr. Ford's work with the El Pilar program.
This project has archaeology and ethnography. It's co-authored by Ron Nye, and Ron is an ethnographer. He had been working in Chiapas and the Yucatan looking at traditional farming and showing how the smallholder was building biodiversity, conserving soil, managing water, and feeding families. And I had been looking at my landscape and thinking, it's a very strong pattern that's always in these certain areas and not in other areas. For example, it's not in the swamps. Why would you plant in a swamp? But it's always in the uplands, in rocky areas where we don't farm. And he said, you know, I think that what I'm doing is exactly what you're seeing. And so we started collaborating in the publication of the book. But both of us had archaeology and the actual Maya in mind when we wrote it, and we wanted to honor the sophisticated. It's called primitive, slash and burn. I call it sophisticated, skillful, and actually restoring and renewing. So they build biodiversity at the same time they're feeding families. You can't beat it. We need it now, and if these people are dying, and we don't want them to die without passing the information. It's very important. And I think that's the start of this book.
Maya Forest Garden was formally launched this morning at the Image Factory in Belize City. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.